Gentlemen,
John.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Yes. Glad to get back in the swing of things.
Dude, you're like our permanent press guy. Whenever we need to make like a press release, we just call John.
Oh, John, that's true.
That's
like
true.
the only
Hopefully
guy that
people
ever
see it.
interviews
Somebody, a buddy of mine, found one of your videos online the other day. It was kind of cool. It's one you and I did.
Oh yeah, the
outside the
Stairway to Stardom thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So your stuff is out there.
Yes. I'm worldwide.
You are.
Prestige.
Prestige
Worldwide.
worldwide. Alright, if you guys watching this can't guess, this is Arden Park Roots. Minus one.
Yep, Captain Spuncy Pants couldn't make it today. He had a mani petty that he had to get to.
And those are important because you guys got shows coming up.
Yeah,
so you
he's
need
31, so we let him get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up in the front, you know.
Yeah. Smiling.
Yeah.
In sandals.
Yeah.
That's right. He's fully exposed.
Yeah.
And bass, you know, everyone's looking at the fingers, so.
Yeah.
It's fully exposed.
Clear
That's
coat.
why we can't go back to LaSalle's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll get no. We can get to that in a little bit.
oh boy.
But you guys are always avid road hogs, avid tour guys. I haven't really noticed if you guys have been on a tour this year yet. Like, have you did the whole Midwest again, or
No,
you guys waiting up for
we've
it?
been doing a lot of like regional touring. We went out early in the year. We went out. Was that this year that we went out to the Midwest real quick with Spencer?
Yes.
I can't remember, but
No,
we've been doing a lot of regional touring while we work on the third record, which should come out this winter. And we've just been really focusing on that, writing a hell of a lot of music. I mean, it's a crazy process because you end up with like 20 songs, and each one you love, but you know that not everybody else is going to love. So you got to figure out which ones are going to go on the record. And, so we just been, focusing in on writing the third record and touring regionally, doing weekend warrior type shit, like going out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we've got a lot of. I mean, California has so many venues. I mean, literally, you could make a career out of just California.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, and we're gonna go into the studio in 2 weeks for a month, and do the record with a guy named Scott Matthews. So we've just been focusing on that, man, and doing a lot of regional touring.
Are you recording locally?
It's gonna be in Mill Valley.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna go stay in the Bay for a month and it's a short commute, 15 minutes each day to the studio, and just literally do the 10 to 5 thing every day and just relax and make this record, dude. Like,
Cool deal. Yeah, I've seen
relaxed.
little snippets on Facebook, like little lyrics here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like a way for you to kind of filter of what you want to be putting on and see what people like feedback to it, or?
Well, we released one video, just a teaser of the third record. Yeah, a song called "Under the Sun," and that's a good way to get feedback. I mean, we've got such good feedback on that. Just one tiny little video. I mean, it was literally like a 45-second snippet of the beginning of the song, and maybe like, God, I don't even know if we made it to the chorus.
Nope, cut it right before the chorus.
So we just, and then at the bottom of the video, promoted a bunch of shows, and just, that video got a lot of play.
Nice.
Other than that, hardly any of it's been heard. So we haven't even released a single, so it's going to be all new.
Hell yeah. Have you come up with a name yet, or are you still playing?
We're thinking "Fall Into the Manhole."
What? When were we thinking that?
We were talking about it.
We don't have a title. We don't have a title for it yet.
Depends on what manhole you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's obsessed with llamas now, so.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say obsessed.
Maybe like
intrigued.
Back to the
Back to the Future or something.
Back to the future.
We have no idea what we're gonna call this record.
Regrets with
We
llamas.
should just do it. Yeah.
Regrets with llamas.
Llama AIDS.
Word to your llama.
Word to your llama.
There we go. That is the title.
Yeah.
Word to your llama. I mean, third album in a nutshell. I mean, just having a third album. I can't even really think besides like the big ones in SAC of bands in SAC that have 3 albums. So obviously you guys getting to this point. I mean, from Hardway, from Hardway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good one.
Yeah,
From the first album.
Way to reference that right at the top of your head. I like that.
Sweet. I wrote down the second one, but I totally forgot the first one. But coming from Hardway, like, seeing that you're getting this far, like, was that the initial plan? Obviously, that's kind of hard to pan out, but seeing that you're here, then, like, how does that kind of feel?
Dude, it's weird to look back. And you know, when you start any project of any type, any new business, anything, you have no idea where the hell it's gonna go. And with this band, I mean, the only reason it's kind of gone on this long is because of the progress that's continuously made, and it feels really, I mean, it's crazy to think about a third record coming out. You know, like all my favorite bands growing up, you know, when they first became my favorite bands, had like 3 or 4 records out. You know, like I started listening to 311 when I was really young, and shit, dude, they had like 3 records out.
Yeah.
And so to think that, okay, right around the 3rd record is where a band should either take off or hang on the towel, you know.
Absolutely. You got past the sophomore curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not yet.
Well, yeah, it
Hang
has
on.
to. No, technically you did. No,
Sort of.
You had a little radio. You had radio play with Quad
Yeah.
when it was
yeah.
alive. So
Yeah.
you're still going.
And most of that was album 1.
Yeah.
I think it's there was absolutely, you know, when album 2 came out, it was just start working on album 3. There was never any hesitation or
That's cool.
any doubt that album 3 would come out, and there's no doubt in my mind album 4 and 5 will come out at this point.
Well, I mean, I've known you for a while, and I know that your work ethic towards music is phenomenal.
Thank you. I owe you $5.
Sweet. Wiener Schnitzel's having 61-cent hot dogs today. Anyways, I can get like 8.
There's one on my way home.
Oh my god. No. Mud butt. Anyways, and I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, 3rd album coming out.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
It's gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be a good record. Each one has progressed. You know, album 1 was super raw and basic. You know, experimenting with different small experimentation with harmonies and just real rudimentary chord structures. Album number 2 was like massively experimental for us.
Yeah.
We didn't have a blank check per se, but we had a comfortable budget for that record, and so we were able to go in to the Puss and just try everything we ever wanted to try musically, you know. And so what came out of it was an album that was super layered and, you know, tons of melodic harmonies, and the 3rd record's gonna kind of be a hybrid of the 2 records, I would say.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot of simple reggae chord structures mixed with a lot of well-thought harmonies, you know, and a lot of catchy choruses and shit. And you know, I think it's gonna be probably the best representation of our knowledge to this date.
Nice.
Well, we've got all 4 of us now writing on this album too,
Oh,
which
okay.
is really cool.
Right.
It's bringing in Spence.
Yeah.
You know, he's a great songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
everyone's
we've never
fully
been in a
contributing.
scenario before
Yeah.
where every member of the band contributed, you know, to the writing, and it's been cool. Like, you know, every like 3 or 4 days, Nick or Spence will write a song, and every like couple weeks I'll write one or something. And Johnny's come up with some drum beats that we've stemmed off of and turned into songs. I mean, there's a few different ways we write a song. A lot of times we'll just improv one at practice, just riffing off of somebody else's riff, and that becomes a song. We go, ooh, that sounds cool. Let's remember that.
Yeah.
And
Almost accidental.
yeah, accidental writing is
It's the best.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. It keeps band practices, you know,
Absolutely.
fun. I mean, you can't do the same thing every day. You know? I mean, think about like the song "Good Life" that we were first kind of brought up in Sacramento with. Dude, we played it like thousands of times. You know, we don't want to show up at band practice and play that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
You play it when
So-
you have to.
Yeah, I mean, so when we do practice, you know, we play so many shows that are like relaxed enough for us to work on shit. So we don't really practice as much anymore, just because of all the like practice we get at shows.
Yeah.
But when we do practice, we like to keep it fresh, man. You know, like open up with an improv or something and just like stem off of that and just play whatever we feel like playing. If something needs work, we'll work on that, obviously. You know, and it's tough, like in a small room, to figure out harmonies and shit. So we, you know, stop the music, and Johnny and I will focus on harmonies for a few minutes. And so, you know, our band practices are structured, but for the most part, dude, vibing on like a new song or a new riff is how you gotta keep your shit fun, you know?
Yeah. To help with getting new stuff out of practice and stuff, do you guys try to record rehearsals?
Dude, there's nothing better in this world than an iPhone, man. Like,
Touche.
Yeah.
Record all of it.
dude, that snippet that I put
Arden
out.
Park Roots iPhone sponsorship.
Yeah, dude. Hey, Steve Jobs.
Apple.
I don't even believe in God. I believe in Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
So basically, dude, we'll just, man, if we come up with something new, or, dude, that snippet that you were talking about on Facebook, I filmed that on an iPhone. I mean, just
Nice.
the internal microphone within the iPhone, whether you can place it anywhere in the room.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's incredible.
Awesome sound, self-compression or whatever. I mean, handles like drums.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you know, that's a
That's the
shock.
hardest thing to
That's a shock to
Yeah.
any input device. It's like,
God,
what?
yeah, bass too. I mean, you could crank the bass up and it still picks it up.
Yeah. So man, dude, and Nick's got iPhone, I got iPhone. We're always, you know, geeking out with those things in different ways and other practices, you know, and footage on the road. I mean, that's like where we compile most of our road footage is with these iPhones.
Yeah.
You come home from a trip, you know, for a weekend, you've got your iPhone filled up with awesome footage and awesome shit, you know, you empty it out on your computer and it's ready for the next week. So, yeah, dude, we record a ton of shit on our iPhones at band practice, and then you can literally just go straight to your car and plug it in and play it on your way home and
Sweet.
see what's going on.
You guys, obviously, like we said, you always have shows coming up, but shows that are coming towards closer to home, what would you be focusing on?
August 20th at the Powerhouse Pub. That's going to be a show, dude.
Sweet.
That's going to be a ride. It's always a ride out at Powerhouse no matter who plays there.
Yeah.
So this particular time we'll be there.
Yeah. You'll be right with us.
Yeah. And so it's going to be a fun night. Hope everybody comes out to that.
Nice. And then later, you guys have Ace of Spades is off once again, right? Or is that messed up?
Pause for editing. We've got a show coming up at Ace of Spades with Bad Fish.
Okay.
It's a Sublime tribute.
Yeah. So.
That is not 100% confirmed yet. Pause for editing.
Oh, okay.
Pause for editing. And there may be something else. There may be something else in the works for us. Maybe like a underground Swabbies gig or something, dude. You know.
Okay.
And then we might have like a Halloween show coming up locally too. But
Good deal.
we're working on a couple of local things.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, you guys are always on the road, or actually always in the area too. So I'm
Yeah.
sure people can.
We're
catch you.
everywhere.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere. We're omnipotent.
Omnipresent.
Omnipotent? Like the Lord?
Omnipresent.
Omnipresent.
Well, I think omnipresent is a word too.
Well, it is.
But the Lord is, considered
yes.
omnipotent
Yeah, but
because
that
he's
means
everywhere.
that he's like in charge of everything. Omnipotent. Omnipresent.
I'm gonna look this up on my iPhone. Oh, it's over there. Damn it.
You know, or you would catch it.
Yeah,
I'll have to Google it.
Oh man. All right, so
Oh,
album coming out. We're recording soon, so shooting for later this year. In
What's
winter. The third album.
winter. Winter
Winter.
2011 is our goal.
Okay.
So
Noted. Otherwise.
summer 2012? No, I'm just kidding. It should be out this winter. You know,
Sweet.
we're gonna go do a solid month on it, and it should be done.
We've got it written, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
You
most
know,
of the
so
material,
it's-
we're just like picking and pulling. It's kind of like we're building the car and all the parts are just everywhere, but we've got all the parts.
Good deal. Now it's just time to choose which
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
All right.
time to do some heavy welding.
Well, like always, guys, best of luck.
Thank you, John.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Appreciate
Good
it.
luck with your website as well.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Sex like music too. Hopefully people like music. I'm sure they do.
If people don't like music, they're wrong.
That's right.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, John.
Good shit, dog.